Hey TikTok, what's up? It's Makita, and I am here to give you the true gems and jewels of what's going on in the Matrix, a ecosystem built off surveillance abuses. So check out the forehead. Do you think lovely or ugly Mimi has got my forehead right? Did she project this noodle correctly? So anyways, this woman is a part of the multiple perpetrator stalker universe. It is comprised of the music world, the entertainment world. So think of Jay-Z, Diddy, Cardi, all the people who are engaged in like ritualistic sex parties and who consider themselves to be witches and warlocks. You know, people who have, according to industry, occultism sold their soul. Or, you know, in the tech and science world, people who are tethered to the cloud via a Neuralink. Okay, so these are people who are participating in the digital social credit system already. They're like early adopters of that. They run a surveillance-based algorithm which generates this conversational circuit where they can take aspects of data uploaded to the cloud through the surveillance algorithm and the rest of the sensor networks and convert that into media, publishing, memes. And of course, because this is all relayed surveillance, it has resonance because it's mirroring from the real world back in a feedback loop. So this becomes a question of, is art imitating life or is life imitating art, right? So they are the ones that create that ambiguity through surveillance abuses and then mirroring that back in a feedback loop. So one of the other aspects of their ecosystem is that they buy, sell, and trade identities, stolen identities. And this has to do with the Matrix itself, or what's known as the Web3 infrastructure. And this is for extended reality, virtual reality, augmented reality. It is for digital twins and simulations. It's already started in the industrial world. It's already in entertainment and gaming. And now it's being used on social platforms to assist with engagement farming. So that's why they like terms like synchronicity and aura farming and, you know, this type of stuff, rage baiting, and using the multiple perpetrator stalker network to steal and sort of usurp magnetism, right? You know, on the back end, like a la Cambridge Analytica, they can study all of the data and sort of pinpoint where hot topics or conversations are having, and they can channel or direct that. So this is what they like to do when they're targeting people. They want to see where the conversation is happening, who is being magnetic, who has the magnetism, who is channeling or being a thought leader, and they will target those people to converge and then divert and channel the attention to themselves. So that's what multiple perpetrator stalker networks are used for. It's used to target people. It's used to steal identity. It's used to launder identity or stolen identities. It's used to generate content and conversation. And as you can see, this woman has been trying to get my attention for a long time, along with some other affiliates. There's a white woman that's always doing the face and that kind of stuff. So that is also pointed media towards my identity. I am one of those people that they have been targeting for the last 5 years and stalking and generating content and media off of. So they profile you, they create psychographics, and in advertising, you know, they want to nudge you towards buying something, towards doing something. So what they do is take your identity and pinpoint from head to toe areas that they think should be an insecurity, or they want to make an insecurity, so you act upon it. This network operates in the same way. So when they target somebody, they look at you and say, oh, your forehead is big, you're masculine, you're this and that, which, by the way, all of that masculine, feminine conversation was something that they ripped and jacked and jacked directly from my Lipstick Alley account, where I was having conversations on feminism, womanism, science and technology, semiotics, gender and sex, and sexology, and things that were going on related to women and their place in society, right? And specifically with an interest on Black women, because hello, that is who I am, right? So these people are in the entertainment world, and they want to capture their fleeting attention. This is, a lot of the people in love and hip hop. A lot of these people they have side hustles of, being criminals, prostitutes, engaged in the underworld. Entertainment is really where the underworld and the mainstream world meet. So nobody should be surprised that there are aspects of the underworld, of the criminal world within entertainment and music. This is what it is. This is how it grew up. This is how it developed. That's its history, okay? That's its DNA. So there should be no shock and awe that people are engaged in this type of activity. Entertainment comes from that world. Okay, so does music. It's soul music. And sometimes those souls are a little crusty. So, Lovely Mimi is one of the multiple perpetrator stalker affiliates. They produce content, generate content and memes through multiple perpetrator stalking and through the surveillance-based algorithm and through the conversational circuit that is related to that. Their narrative network operates on TikTok, Facebook, on X, any platform where they can be monetized. These people are there using surveillance-based abuses to generate content. Now, if you don't believe in the Web3, in brain-computer interfaces, and being able to generate media and content off of neural data, then just think about it as Pegasus, the spyware. Now, imagine you have a criminal organization or a Ponzi group that is welcoming new energy, aka identities, into their database or their server based on the Pegasus spyware. So the affiliates would go out and they would get phone numbers to add to that database or that server, and they would sit there and they would eavesdrop and they would follow along and they would generate their content based on that. These are like prompts and cues on how to develop your trend or to sort of calculate what's trendy, what's hot, what's popping right now, so that it resonates with the audience, right? And these people don't ever want it to look like they're engaged in criminal activity in order to elevate themselves, but that's a part of their understanding of alchemy or the understanding of the selling your soul process in their entertainment and music world. But this is what they do. They're meant to be opposition, or they're meant to be adversarial. And if you look at science and technology, you'll learn about adversarial networks. So the entertainment and music world links up with the technology and science world, and they create a way that they can alchemize the real world into the virtual world. And these are just sort of like early adopters because, they're connected, right? It's about proximity. They're connected to the wealthy. They're connected to the knowledgeable. They're connected to people who are actually in research and development. And they sort of get brought into the fold and they get to test it out. And there are a lot of people who decide that they just want to be cheats instead of, doing things legitimately the right way from the beginning. So, Cardi B and Nicki Minaj play into this because Cardi B is a part of the network that engages in multiple perpetrator stalking and surveillance abuses in order to stay ahead of the competition, or in order to Nancy Kerrigan the competition, to take the competition out at the knees. This is also a reason why Nicki has every right to be upset, because when she says these people are trying to sabotage her, they are. That's their game. They sabotage each other and they Nancy Kerrigan each other, and they will even go as far as killing each other, sacrificing each other, right? This is big business, and they are willing to cheat in big business. So here is one of the affiliates. Do you think she got my forehead right? All right, see ya.